Hello, students. Today, we will step into the world of eggplants and gain an in-depth understanding of this common yet mysterious vegetable. Eggplants are very common in our daily lives. They are not only regulars on our dining tables with diverse cooking methods and delicious tastes, but also hold an important position in agricultural production. Eggplants originated in the tropical regions of Asia, such as India and Myanmar, with a cultivation history of approximately 4,000 years. First domesticated and planted in India, around the 2nd century BCE, eggplants spread to the Middle East and the Mediterranean region via trade routes like the Silk Road. In ancient Roman and Greek civilizations, eggplants gradually became a common vegetable. In the 14th century, eggplants were introduced to Europe, and in the 16th century, they were brought to the Americas by European colonizers. Since then, eggplants have been widely cultivated in the Americas. In Japanese culture, eggplants symbolize longevity. In Western culture, early eggplants were regarded as ominous due to their strange appearance, but were gradually accepted later. Eggplant cultivation is also a knowledge. Every link, from seed selection, sowing, and seedling raising to field management and pest control, requires us to study and master it carefully. For us secondary vocational students, understanding knowledge about eggplants can not only enrich our agricultural knowledge reserve, but also lay a solid foundation for our future careers in agriculture. Now, let's start this journey of exploring eggplants. First, we will understand eggplants from 3 aspects: biological characteristics, variety types, and growth environment. Learning objectives of this lesson: 1. Understand the morphological characteristics, growth and development cycle, and requirements for environmental conditions of eggplants. 2. Understand common variety types of eggplants. 3. Master the key elements of the eggplant growth environment. Skill objectives: 1. Be able to correctly name the types of eggplants. 2. Be able to formulate production plans based on the biological characteristics and growth environment of eggplants, combined with local actual conditions. Quality objectives: 1. Cultivate students' qualities of hard work and down-to-earth attitude. 2. Establish the awareness of loving nature and protecting the environment. Eggplants belong to the Solanaceae family, Solanum genus, and are erect branching herbs to subshrubs in the Tubiflorae order. Its plant morphology is quite unique, and now let's learn in detail the characteristics of each part. The root system of eggplants is very highly developed, with deep soil penetration. The root depth is about 50 cm, and the horizontal extension range is about 120 cm, with the main root system distributed in the 30 cm plow layer. However, its roots are prone to lignification, and the ability to produce adventitious roots is weak. The developed root system enables eggplants to better absorb water and nutrients from the soil, providing sufficient support for plant growth. Stem: the stem of eggplants grows upright, is round, and has a strong degree of lignification. The plant is about 80–100 cm tall, usually purple or green in color. Small branches are mostly purple, and stems of wild eggplants often have prickles. As the plant ages, the hair on the stem gradually falls off. The stem of eggplants has the characteristics of 2 or 3 branch division, which helps increase the number of branches and leaves and improve the efficiency of photosynthesis. Leaf: The leaves of eggplants are single and alternate, with large blades, oval or long oval in shape, 18 cm long and 11 cm wide. The leaf tip is blunt. The edge has wavy round cracks, and the base is unequal. The leaf color is generally purple or green with star-shaped villi on both the upper and lower surfaces, and the villi on the lower surface are denser. The petiole is about 4.5 cm long. These villi can reduce water evaporation and protect the leaves from damage by the external environment. Flower. The flowers of eggplants are perfect flowers, single or clustered. The flower stalk is about 1.8 cm long. The base of the sepals is husum and tubular, with a diameter of about 2.5 cm. There are about 5-6 sepals and corollas each, with the corolla being white or purple, and the corolla tube about 2 mm long. There are 5 stamens attached to the inner side of the corolla tube and 1 pistil. Single flowers are mostly long, style flowers, and the first flower in clustered flowers is mostly a long, style flower, with the rest being short, style flowers. Usually, only long, style flowers can set fruit, while short, style flowers generally cannot. Fruit. The fruit of eggplants is a berry, with great variation in shape and size. The fruit shape can be long or round, and the color can be white, red, purple, etc. The flesh is white, spongy placenta tissue composed of parenchyma cells. Seed. The seeds are approximately kidney-shaped, flat, yellow, and shiny, with 1,000 grain weight of about 4-5 g. Growth and development cycle. The growth cycle of eggplants is relatively long, generally taking several months from sowing to harvest. Its growth process can be divided into the germination stage, seedling stage, flowering stage, and fruiting stage. Germination stage. From seed germination to the emergence of the first true leaf is the germination stage. Eggplant seeds require suitable temperature and humidity to germinate, with an optimal germination temperature of 25 degrees C. Seedling stage. From the emergence of the first true leaf to budding is the seedling stage. The growth rate of eggplants is relatively slow during this period and requires suitable temperature, light, and nutrient supply. The optimal development temperature for the seedling stage is 25 degrees C, 30 degrees C during the day and 15 degrees C, 20 degrees C at night. During this stage, the plant will gradually grow more leaves and roots, laying the foundation for subsequent growth. Flowering stage. From budding to the opening of the first flower is the flowering stage. The flowering time of eggplants is affected by environmental conditions, and the plant will gradually open flowers under suitable conditions. The flowering stage requires sufficient light and suitable temperature to ensure the normal development and pollination of flower buds. Fruiting stage. From the opening of the first flower to fruit maturity is the fruiting stage. This is the most important stage in the growth process of eggplants, and requires a large amount of water, nutrients, and light. During the fruiting stage, the fruit will gradually expand, and the color will gradually change until it is mature and can be harvested. 2. Variety types. What shapes are the cabbages we eat in life? Can you name any characteristics? Are some round and some long? Let's learn about the variety types of eggplants together. Varieties. There are many varieties of eggplants, with approximately more than 200 local varieties and nearly 4,000 variety resources. These varieties can be divided according to different classification criteria. Below, we will mainly introduce several common eggplant variety types according to fruit morphology. Round eggplant. The plant is tall, with a zui, upright, and thick stem, large and thick leaves. Vigorous growth. Round fruits, mostly medium, late maturing varieties. Relatively dense flesh, and the fruit skin color is mainly purple, black or white, as well as purple, red or red. Long eggplant. The plant height and growth vigor are moderate, with smaller and narrow leaves, more branches. Slender fruits, thin skin, soft flesh, fewer seeds, small single fruit weight, and purple skin color. Dwarf eggplant. The plant is short, with small stems and leaves, moderate or weak growth vigor, lower fruiting nodes, oval or bulb-shaped fruits, mostly early, maturing varieties. With fruit colors such as purple, green, and white, and more and firm seeds. Growth environment. Understanding the growth environment of eggplants is an important foundation for us to learn eggplant cultivation techniques. Eggplants require suitable environmental conditions for growth, including temperature, light, water, and soil. Only by meeting these conditions can eggplants grow robustly and achieve high yield and quality. Temperature. Eggplants are warm, loving and heat-resistant crops with strict requirements for temperature. Their suitable growth temperature is 20-30 C. Different growth stages have different temperature requirements. Germination stage. The optimal temperature for seed germination is 25 C 30 C. Within this temperature range, seeds germinate quickly with high germination rates. If the temperature is too low, seed germination will be inhibited, and the seeds may even rot. Seedling stage. The optimal development temperature for the seedling stage is 25 C 30 C during the day and 15 C 20 C at night. At this stage, low temperatures will cause slow seedling growth and even frost damage. High temperatures will easily lead to seedling leggy growth and affect the robust growth of the plant. Flowering and fruiting stage. Eggplants have more strict temperature requirements during the flowering and fruiting stage. Below 20 C. Fertilization and fruit development are poor. Below 15-17 C. Growth and development are hindered, and flower drop is severe. Below 13 C. Growth basically stops. At 0-1 C. Frost damage occurs. Above 35 C. Reproductive disorders of flower organs occur. Therefore, during this stage, it is necessary to pay attention to maintaining suitable temperature to ensure the normal growth and fruiting of eggplants. Light eggplants are light, loving crops with high requirements for light duration and intensity. Under long UV sunlight and high intensity conditions, eggplants grow vigorously with good flower bud quality, high fruit yield, and good coloration. Insufficient light will lead to poor plant growth, blocked flower bud differentiation, slow fruit development, dull color, and reduced quality. Therefore, when planting eggplants, It is necessary to choose plots with sufficient light and reasonably dense planting to ensure good ventilation and light transmission conditions between plants. Water. Eggplants like water but are also afraid of water. They have luxuriant branches and leaves with large transpiration amounts, requiring more water. During the growth period, the soil field water holding capacity of 80% is good, and the relative air humidity is preferably 70%, 80%. Pre-fruiting stage. Before eggplants bear fruit, the water demand is relatively low. Properly controlling water at this time, carrying out multiple interdilations, can promote root development, prevent seedling leggy growth, and facilitate flower bud differentiation and fruit setting. Post-fruiting stage. After the rapid growth of eggplants, more water is needed, and the water demand is the largest before and after the harvest of the duichia, the second fruit. Sufficient water supply is required. However, if the humidity is too high, diseases are prone to occur, especially soil waterlogging, which easily causes seedling death. Therefore, it is necessary to pay attention to appropriate watering and avoid overwatering. Soil. Eggplants are suitable for cultivation in soils rich in organic matter and with strong water and fertilizer retention capabilities. They have high requirements for nitrogen fertilizer. Nitrogen deficiency will delay flower bud differentiation, and the number of flowers will significantly decrease, especially during the full flowering stage. If nitrogen is insufficient, the number of short-style flowers will increase, and plant development will also be poor. Under low nitrogen levels, the effect of phosphorus fertilizer is not very significant, and the absorption of potassium increases sharply in the later stage. Therefore, when planting eggplants, it is necessary to choose fertile soil and apply fertilizers reasonably to ensure the nutrient supply required for eggplant growth. Students, through today's study, we have gained a deeper understanding of eggplants. It is hoped that in future study and practice, you can apply the learned knowledge to better understand and plant eggplants. Thank you all.